Vegas Speedway, pretty early start for our practice today, but at least it gives us more time on the poker table this afternoon.
How excited are you about being here in Vegas? I mean, so far so good for you this year.
Well, I'm $300 down, so I'm not that excited. I was excited getting here, but less so now. But I tell you what,
what do you play?
Texas Hold'em badly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least he's honest.
Yeah, but I tell you what, the DeWalt Ford is running great today for Chipetti Motorsports, and we missed it just a little bit in qualifying. We had a better car than that, and we've got a great car for the race. We finished 4th here last year in this race. We feel like we can do better than that.
What'd you end up with last night? I don't have it right in front of me. Qualifying.
About as bad as a poker.
We'll look there. By the way, we had
15th. Not too bad.
Well, let me ask you this question, Marcus. We had 15 drivers break the old track qualifying record that Matt Kenseth set a year ago. Why is that?
We have a slightly different tyre. So, you know, the left side tyre had a little bit more grip in it. The right side had a slight change as well. And I think you just see the tyre played a factor in it. And I think just the evolution of these cars and teams, we're just getting more power, we're getting better handling, and the drivers are getting better too, probably.
Yeah. A little softer. I'm here on the right rear. A little softer tire. Is that what it is?
No, it's left side is a little softer, a little more grip in the compound, I think, and then the right side's got a slight change as well.
What about the track? You know, it's been a couple years now since it's been repaved. Is the track kind of come into its own a little bit?
It's definitely worn in, and the groove, you know, is pretty wide here. There's some bumps in turn one, which, you know, on the very bottom, you know, you can get the car to run around there, but quite often the middle groove is where you want to be, just to miss the bumps, and that's good. You know, it provides plenty of racing. This is one of the few 1.5 mile racetracks where you can really fan out, you know, across the track surface and find a place your car wants to run and make passes. And this is one of the you know, the nicest facilities we go to. The track's really aged well. It's always a great race.
So is the track coming into its own? Is that's what allowed Goodyear to change the compound of the tire? You're not scrubbing the tire off?
Yeah, I know that NASCAR and Goodyear, the drivers, they all talk to each other and they all look at the races and how it went. And last year they had a couple of tyre issues with some cars blowing right fronts, and I think they just wanted to give themselves a little more buffer. And you know, we all love tyre wear. I mean, it's Goodyear can build such a great tyre that we could run the whole race on one set of tyres, but you know, then the racing becomes a challenge because we're all running the same speed and track position becomes so important, and we won't stop for tyres, and it can be a one groove racetrack when it's like that. So you know, I think that, you know, whenever Goodyear and NASCAR get a chance, they like to get a grippy tyre that wears, so then it gives the teams more options.
One of the stories going around the media center yesterday, Marcus, was the bump in turn one. How big of a factor is that going to have in tomorrow's race, you think?
It's just there, you know, you just got to deal with it.
It's same for everyone, basically.
It's not one bump, there's a few down there in quick succession, and there are different parts of the racetrack where the bump is more significant than others, up and down the race surface. So, you know, it goes across the track. It's basically where the tunnel is, where the transporters go in and out, and you can find a place to run. You just got to set up for it, that's all. And it's good to have, you know, some complications out there so the engineers and the drivers can get their car better than the rest.
Does it upset the car much when you go through that?
It can do. It depends. You know, if you're loose, the car's going to want to snap around on you. If you're tight, the car's going to want to run up the hill. So what I try to do in those situations is just get a car that will ride across the bumps without really changing the balance. And you can get it. It just depends how aggressive you want to be with the nose. If you want to, you know, have the nose on the ground for the rest of the track, when you go across a bump, you're going to have to deal with it. If you want to have a comfortable car across the bump, then you're going to have not as good a car through 3 and 4. That's right.
The Fords have been strong. You guys started this year off strong, all across the board. Matt Kenseth, Biffle, you know, Carl. The Fords are looking like they're really come out of the gate strong. Is it the engine package? Is it just if you guys? What can you put a thumb on it at all?
We work well together, and so, you know, we have a technical relationship with Roush, Fenway, and I think some of the stuff we're doing together is benefiting all our teams and all the drivers. Ford power is definitely, you know, a key ingredient. We've got great horsepower right now, you know, and I think it's just those two factors come into play. Plus, I mean, myself excluded, Ford's got a great lineup of drivers. I mean, they got some star drivers. And,
Did you say yourself excluded?
Well, you know, I don't.
Oh, please!
I wouldn't be able to get out the door
Really?
and get him a race car without scratch my ears. But you know, they've got a star-studded cast of drivers, and we've got plenty of power. We've got good handling cars.
I gotta say, Marcus, you're a fan favorite. When I heard you hit the track yesterday, there was quite a welcoming cheer whenever they announced Marcos Ambros. Talk about the fans here in America and how they treated you.
It's just been fantastic. You know, I came to America in 2006, and there was no international drivers in NASCAR at the time in any of the categories, and I just loved the sport, and I wanted to have a go at it, and I didn't know how I was going to be perceived. You know, whether I was going to get booed or cheered or pretend I wasn't even here. But you know, over the years, you know, I've been now in NASCAR over 6 years. It's been a great journey. The fans, the neighbours, everyone in America has just been so kind to me, and I'm very, very lucky to be here doing what I'm doing.
Richard Petty, 7-time champion, winner of 200 of these races in NASCAR's top division. Now, I know they say records are meant to be broken, but I'm kind of convinced that one's going to be pretty tough to do. What's it like to drive for the king, Richard Petty?
Yeah, it's incredible. You know, he's a living legend, and you know, he's such an incredible man, just an inspiration, really. To get to know him and to listen to what he has to say and take his advice, because he's forgotten more than I'll ever know in this game. And you know, he's been around so long at Darlington, and too, another Hall of Famer that's in our team. Just great to have them around, and great to use them as a tool, you know, for me to get better and to look and see how, you know, they've behaved and acted during their careers, and it helps me to know who I need to be the best driver I can. And they've built a great team around us, and you know, we've got Eric Emerald in the 43, so both cars are doing really well right now, and I think we've got a strong team, and it's just great fun to get to know the king and to say that I drove for him. And I've got into victory lane too. I mean, you know, there's a list of drivers that have run for his team, and I'm one of those drivers that have been able to get into victory lane.
That win must have been huge for you, but you know, and I know everybody looks at you as a road course specialist. I look at you as just a racer, to be honest with you. Do you feel like there's a monkey on your back you haven't yet won on an oval?
Oh man, I've got a burn in his eye just stomping on these ovals, and you know, I don't know the last bit. I mean, you know, we finished 4th here last year. We've run top 3 and led a lot of laps at Dover and Bristol, and some great racetracks, famous NASCAR racetracks. You know, well, if I can do it like for 10-20% of the race, why can't I do it for the last 10% of the race? At least one time in 100 starts, right? But it just, yeah, it's really tough, and I know I want it as bad as anyone out there, and I've just got to be patient and let it come to me. And I think we're going to win this year on the ovals. I think we've got a great team. Todd Parrott's just built a great team around me, and the guys believe in what we're doing, and that makes a big difference.
Yeah, let's not forget that great crew chief in Todd Parrott.
Oh yeah, what a superstar, and you know, we get along great, and he's about as NASCAR as they come, and I'm about as non-NASCAR as they come. So if the two of us can hang out and find common ground, then you know, I think any driver that wants to be here's got a chance to.
Yeah. Very nice. Well, Marcus, good luck here in Vegas this weekend. Good luck 2012, man.
Yeah, 2012. Come on, let's do it.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks, guys.
Folks, when we come back, we'll talk with more NASCAR drivers live from Las Vegas. You're listening to the Racing Fan here. 1320 KFan, the sports leader.
Be safe, Marcus.
Thank you.
We got a great picture right now.
Do you want one?
Is he right there? Let's see if he'll just stand with us real quick. Russell, let's walk out there. Picture. Let's get a group shot. Picture with Marcos. Hey, Marcos, hey, one more. We do a group shot. Oh.